Okay, hello and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in our first episode of HDB, Oh My Home. Topic today we have this evening is on selling your HDB 101 with a special focus on the east side of Singapore. My name is Darren Teo. I'm the Director of Real Estate Services at Oh My Home. Joining us this evening is my colleague and our East Area Sales IC, Mr. Farhan Fuad. Farhan.
Hello guys, good evening.
Welcome, Farhan. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure
Thank
to
you,
have
Darren.
you. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us this evening, Farhan. Farhan has been with Oh My Home for the last 2 years, and he has an outstanding sales record of 80 sales transactions in the East area. And this is just in the last 2 years. Now, that is quite impressive, I must say. So he is definitely very well placed to share his knowledge with us this evening with the questions you have regarding living in the east of Singapore. So, firstly, now let's take a look at the 5 questions we have from you. Okay, the 5 questions we have today are, number 1, what makes properties in the East so popular? Number 2, what is the typical buyer profile? 3, how can older flats compete with newer flats? 4, how can we sell at the best price? And 5, should we sell now? So these are the 5 burning questions that many of our viewers have today. Okay, so those are the 5 questions. Okay, so without further ado, let's look at question number 1. Farhan, are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Okay, question 1. What makes properties in the East so popular? Over to you.
Now, Darren, I'm very excited to share with the viewers out there the special amenities that surrounding the East. I'm going to talk about the popular local schools and the international schools surrounding this area. There's a plenty of them, but mainly the popular ones such as Pasir Ris Primary School located at Pasir Ris. You have Ngee Secondary School at Tampines, and you have the famous Red Swastika School at Bedok. Now, not forgetting your excellent choices of eateries in the East. You have Rasa Istimewa, personally, my favorite in Pasir Ris. You have Al-Azhar at Tampines. I'll always go by to eat here after my appointments. And then you have Bedok Corner. Well, Bedok Corner has tons of eateries. I mainly like Tang Tea in particular. Now, not forgetting the network connectivity in the East. For example, you have downtown lines already in Tampines, which is segregated into 2 segments, the Tampines East and the Tampines West. Of course, Bedok has its own downtown line as well. And not forgetting Pasir Ris. Pasir Ris has a future upcoming Cross Island line, which is going to be at soon. Now, East side also have a variety of nature parks, such as the Future Park Connector that's going to be in place in Tampines, which is named Tampines Eco Green. Now, this Eco Green is along the stretch of Tampines Avenue 9 as well as all the way to Tampines Avenue 12. Now, you also have those famous already park, such as the Bedok Reservoir Park. And not forgetting the beaches in the East area, the famous Pasir Ris Beach, and all the way up to East Coast Beach. This is a wide of 20-kilometer stretch. Now, generally, Darren, I love the East is because of this great lifestyle. And, well, it's definitely an option for those families who love outdoor activities.
Well, thank you very much, Farhan, for a very interesting introduction to the East. Now we know why the East side is so popular with some of our friends. The lifestyle there really does have many choices, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
so who are the people then buying into the East side? Let's take a look at question number 2. Question 2, what are the typical profile of buyers?
Now, Darren, to talk about these typical profile buyers, right? I'm going to segregate this into 3 topics, the 3 main towns in the East. You have Pasir Ris and Tampines and Bedok. I'm going to touch about Pasir Ris first. It's definitely an entry level for most buyers. So this type of buyers you can easily find in Pasir Ris. Not forgetting, it's a hotspot for newlywed couples, especially those couples who are utilizing fiancé schemes from HDB. Now you also have a good variety of families who are looking to move to a larger flat. Now, why Pasir Ris? Like I said, like I mentioned, it's definitely the affordability count. Now, if we cross over and look to our neighbor, Tampines, we can easily identify two obvious differences: the price and the size. A four-room flat in Tampines Central can easily cost a whopping $550,000 as compared to a four-room Pasir Ris in Central, which can cost about 450,000 only. This is a whopping 100K difference just to be between those two towns. Now, again, I want to go back to size. As compared to Tampines, Pasir Ris flats are much bigger. Most of the 5 rooms flat here easily can accommodate to a fourth common room. Most of the 5 room also have a ready balcony. So factoring out the newer clusters in Pasir Ris, such as the new DBSS, which is named Pasir Ris 1, and also the newly MOP'd HDB cluster Costa Ris. Other than that, this perfect town has all the size you need. Now, coming back to that, it is also newer. The HDB flats in Pasir Ris are mostly in the range of their 20s, therefore making it more appealing to the younger generations. Now, Darren, I'm going to go quick into Tampines. Now, Tampines is a bit different. Tampines family income group has about almost 6,000 and above income family. So these are the typical group of buyers that come in Tampines. I'm going to explain to you why so. Then you have a good mix of Malaysian and Indian PRs here. And then you have those, again, families who are looking to move into a more prime location. Now, why Tampines? Why this difference in Tampines? So Tampines is a bit more premium. Unlike the other two towns in the east, Tampines is slightly more atas. Okay. So, of course, you know, the distance to Expo, the distance to Changi Business Park, you have a good distance to hospitals, a good network of connectivity, such as the Tampines East and Tampines West downtown line. So this makes Tampines very, very vibrant and premium. And also on top of that, you have a very good balance of popular local eateries. A lot of hipster cafes are also in Tampines. So I would also categorize Tampines as a very vibrant metropolis. If we zoom into the new cluster, the Tampines North, which will house to about 21,000 new homes, this itself will have its own self-sufficient hub. Why do I mean by this? Now this new cluster, right, very interesting, will be linked with connecting parks. The one that I mentioned earlier, remember, the Tampines Eco Green? Yes, it will be connected to that. So which this will make into a cycling haven. If you are cyclist today, you would love this area. You know, also if you're a family, you would love the outdoor activities. So of course, this new hub, not forgetting, it also comes with an integrated commercial hub, which this time around, unlike other malls in the east, it will showcase high-end shopping. No need to go Orchard. Premium groceries, everything would be here. So again, Darren, now I'm going to touch on Bedok. So the typical buyers in Bedok, what you may expect to come are mostly retirees, people who are looking to right size from their bigger units. Singles, a lot of singles roam around this area. You have a good mix of families who are looking to live near parents. Now, personally, I feel Bedok has a very good price point in terms of the price wise, right? A four-room flat here can cost as affordable as 330,000 as compared to their younger sisters, Tampines and Pasir Ris. So if we are able to find a suitable unit in Bedok, it will definitely be a good buy. It will definitely be a value for money. So, I mean, personally, I feel that on top of all this, Bedok is definitely a safe haven. Why I say so? I mean, I've been staying in Bedok myself for the past 15 years. It gives me this very rustic feel, unlike the other two towns, unlike the other two vibrant towns. It gives me very unique vibe to it. So mostly due to maybe the surrounding amenities nearby. So it attracts this specific age group of buyers who have more sentimental values. Those who wanted to retire and live near a place they were once familiar with. Maybe they used to grow up there, or maybe they first start a family there. So, or even is where their siblings are residing right now. So, Darren, that's the best of the typical buyers that I can share.
I see. So these are the kind of buyers for these popular towns in the east side. So they're attracted to these different attractions and conveniences actually. Now you mentioned that Bedok is an older town. So that leads us to the next question. Question 3. How do older flats then compete with newer flats?
Now, Darren, this is very interesting. First of all, before I go deep into this, let's look at how town planning is done. Now, if I may, an estate is usually built with a town center, with the amenities in the town center. So the first HDB are always built around its hub. Hence, their locations are always the most prime. So for older flats, such as Bedok, for instance, if I may give an example, it will be Block 202 Bedok North, Street 1 in particular. Now this flat, has been in its place for the past 41 years. Surrounding it are doorstep amenities such as Bedok Bus Interchange, Bedok North MRT, Bedok Mall. You have the newly revamped Jitsun Mall. This Jitsun Mall brings me back to old days. It used to be a McDonald's, old cinema there, but now totally different. So of course, having said so, there's a lot of eateries and restaurants surrounding this particular block and the central area in Bedok itself. Now, if we are to compare this with newer flats, which without a doubt does hold some key points, like better facilities, more privacy. Well, sorry, when I touch on privacy, I meant that the newer flats do not have any corridor units anymore. So most of them are true corner units. So you don't really know your neighbors or see your neighbors moving along. And then with this comes all your new choices of furnishing options by HDB. Of course, when you select your BTO, you are given the choice to have your tiles, whether premium or not. These are the furnishing options given by HDB to you. Having said that, the location may not usually be in your favor. Some of the units are too near to one another. The surrounding amenities may not yet be established as well. So, however, there are exceptional cases. For the newer flats, for instance, I'm talking about Bedok Beacon, if you are familiar with. So Bedok Beacon is still under construction. It's built in a mature estate in Bedok itself. So these are one of those rare cases, which is right next to the mall itself and the MRT, which is at Bedok. So Darren, in other words, older flats do not need to compete with the newer flats, simply because I find that there's this difference in price point. And they also offer like a variety, a difference, a benefit in terms of the amenities, the size, the location. Now, with this in place, obviously they will cater to a different buyer segment, a different buyer group. So that is the main difference for these two estates. Thank you, Darren.
That's great, Farhan. It's really very comforting to know that the older flats do not have to compete with the newer flats because they are what they are, right? So they have different things to offer to different buyers. So that's good. So on to our next question then. Question 4. How do we then sell at the best price?
Wow, okay, very interesting. So the best price, in my opinion, is subjected to the demand and supply. Now, this is where Ohmyhome delivers. We offer a comprehensive report that are able to guide and share with you with our clients, with our viewers, with our subscribers, the current market trends and statistics, so that you are able to set the closest price fit for the current market demand. Now, with over 100,000 active users in Ohmyhome browsing through our app today, we are easily able to match the buyers in our database to the closest possible match for our homeowners. Now, the video tour that I'm going to touch a bit shortly, very fast, we are going to share on the screen. This is an enhanced marketing plan that we have specially given during this current situation we are in. So these are the few things that we have provided in order to be very well placed in the current market. So of course, assuming you have gone through the videos, you have looked through it, you have done and identified the profile of the buyers in your town, you may want to start preparing for the house visits. Now, I have a few key notes, or rather some hints from experience that I would like to share to the homeowners out there. When you know the price of your neighbors, right, basically you need to know your competitors. So this is where you actually know the prices of your neighbors that are selling in the market. You are always a step ahead, expecting the prices that may come from potential buyers, and then in turn making it easier for you to counter with a valid price comparison, putting you on a better spot to achieve the best price possible. Now, number two, I would like to share, if you can, please declutter, decorate a bit, design your house. Now, home that is not in the best condition may be a bit turned off for the buyers. Give it a fresh coat of paint, or pile away those stacks of newspapers. Keep those hanging decoratives away, just for the time being. This may look like a small dismal effort, but trust me, it will help. Now, third, pictures. Pictures speak 1,000 words. So if I may propose, if you're gonna put a very nice taken picture in that Ohmyhome platform that you have subscribed, you have logged into, please do so. Please upload a very nice picture of your house. The buyers will appreciate that. Now, last but not least, be present, be ready to decide. So assuming you have had a successful open house after posting in Ohmyhome, whenever you receive a genuine offer, always be ready to give your best price, your best opinion on the spot, so that you do not haggle and delay the buyer, so that the buyer do not go astray or go to your neighboring flat to make an offer for your neighbor flat. So this is my tips, how to obtain the best price possible.
Thank you, Farhan, for sharing those perspectives and your wonderful tips on selling. So if any owner is considering to sell, the next big question is on timing, obviously. So number 5, should we sell now?
I like this question a lot. Thank you, Darren. Well, actually, it is not possible to time when is the best time to sell. Because we can never anticipate the market completely. The timing of the sales depends on each seller's situation and their personal plans on their housing needs. However, when my customer asks me the same question, it often means that, it could be the right time for them to sell. You know why? Because they have already considered this as their family needs. They are already thinking of, planning for a change. So to further explain this, let me share the HDB resale price index with you. So on your screen right now, the chart here shows the price trend and the current HDB resale price index over the last 30 years. Now, properties are long-term investments, and therefore, we should look at a longer-term horizon. Now, here it may seem that the prices are volatile, moving up and down, but bear in mind that this is over 30 years. If you are thinking of changing your house to meet the new needs with your family requirements within the year or maybe 3 to 12 months, you will notice on the chart that the price changes for such periods of time is less significant. But the change for you and your family, now this is significant. This is why you should always move forward, execute your plans, and fulfill your dreams of owning a new home now. So, okay, these are my opinions, and I hope it has helped answer some of your questions out there. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you, Farhan, very much. It has been very insightful. Thank you for all your sharing and your tips. Looking at the comment section now, we do have a question from one of the viewers, Rita Magalona. Her question is, how can we do home viewing during this circuit breaker period? Would you mind to address this question, please?
Now, thank you, Rita, for the question. Now, this is a very interesting, very good question given the current situation we are in. So, what we are doing here at Ohmyhome is that we are at least a step ahead. We are doing more of a video tour. So, this video tour actually gives a very, very insightful tour for the house that you intend to view. So, for example, one of the listings that you may be able to see on our platforms, if you approach any of our agents, we can easily provide you with this beautiful tour. And along the way, we can do a video tour, video call conference with you, and we can explain what's inside the house, how's the renovation have been, all the requirements, all the details can be explained. So this is what we are doing different from the others. Thank you, Rita.
Thank you for that, Farhan. Okay, let's just take one more question from Miss Marisa. She's asking, you mentioned about painting and staging just now. So does Ohmyhome provide all these services?
Oh, yes. Oh, very good question. Darren, we at Ohmyhome pledge to deliver. So basically, we have all this within means, within reach. We have our own staging team that is ready to provide all the necessities for our homeowners, for our clients. So whenever you have this need, please feel free to approach us, the agents. Please feel free to reach us at our hotline and through our website, and we will provide you with the solution.
Thank you for that, Farhan. That's the question. That's all the question we have for you. Thank you very much. We'd love to have you back on the show again sometime. Until then, thank you once again, Farhan.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you. Now, that was Farhan Fuad, our East Side Area IC, sharing with you the town that he knows so well. This is the end. Remember, join us where we'll be featuring another town at the northeast side of Singapore. See you.